So here is the walking pad. I added a little sticker. It does not come with little dragon, but this is the size of it. I think it's a pretty decent size, especially if you live in a small room or a small apartment and you don't want to get like big bulky equipment. So I think this is great. It can easily be tucked away underneath the couch or a piece of furniture or something, or you can even lean up against the wall. So there's a lot of ways to hide it when you don't want it in, you know, your living room or in the middle of your living room, obviously. But I like the fact that I can move it. I can put it in front of my TV, watch YouTube, and be productive while I'm doing so. So without further ado, I'll step right on here. And to turn it on, I press this button. Well, actually, that's too funny. I'm gonna turn it on by the switch over here. There we go. So now I will step on and press start. It'll start really slow, but don't underestimate it because you can definitely fall off. Now, a couple of pros I already mentioned. I like that it's small and compact, and I also like the color, obviously. And I also like the fact that I don't have to, you know, get off of it unsafely without the remote and turn it off. That's great, but I think most treadmills are like that. I also really like, if you notice the numbers keep changing, I'll zoom in on that. It's because right now it's showing the amount of time I've been on it, the distance, and then it's about to show the calories. And then it'll go right back to speed. So if I turn it up, it says that my speed is at 1, my time is at a minute, my distance is, let's see, 0.0. I haven't gone far. And then my calories, I've burned 1 calorie so far. So I like that it does show you while you're going. So if you're saying, hey, I'm gonna stay on for about 15 minutes, it shows you where you're at. That's great. And you don't have to, you know, use your timer or anything. It just shows you everything you need. And I appreciate that, because I will say filming this right now is not easy, because that's another thing I want to mention, the cons. I already don't walk straight, just normally. I just get in my own little world and don't focus on walking straight. So walking on such a narrow platform, not easy for me. And I'm sure it's not going to be easy for a lot of those other people like me that don't have very good hand-eye coordination or balance, and we're just very clumsy little baby deer. Another con I don't like is, you see that black line in between the walking pad and the actual like frame? That is it moving to the left, because I guess my weight pulls to the left, and for some reason this pad that I'm walking on right now moves. I know I'm not saying that right, but I think anybody who buys this item and sees that will see what I mean on that. So let's say we're gonna stop here. I'll give you a better close-up. So this material here pulls to the left, and there is a way in the manual to fix that, and then you can just, you know, move it over to the right again. But I don't like that, because we've had to do it every time I've walked on this pad for 15 minutes. So that is not something I really enjoy. And as you can see, I've only had this for a couple weeks, and I've got scuffs on it already because I'm really not good at walking straight, apparently. But all in all, I really do enjoy this. I do recommend it. It does the job. And there's a couple of apps out there that you can also follow. along on your fitness journey. I use